Now to Mozambique, where the highest court has confirmed the ruling political party, Frelimo, won October's disputed election. Allegations of vote rigging set off weeks of protests in which around 130 people were killed in clashes with police. The court's confirmation of Frelimo's victory will extend the party's nearly 50-year rule. The announcement is likely to spark further protests in the southern African nation. International observers have said the vote was not free and fair. Well, let's get more on this story now from DW correspondent Thuso Khumalo. Thuso, what does the Constitutional Council's ruling mean for Mozambique?
This is exactly the ruling that got us into the violence that we saw in Mozambique, killing about 130 people. This is the same violence this is the same result that sent people onto the streets. So we expect that people are not going to accept that. If you talk to a few people that I've spoken to in Mozambique, they are rejecting what the Constitutional Council has said, saying they believe that opposition leader Mondlane won this election. They reject that Daniel Chapo, as announced by the Constitutional Council, is the one who won it. So this is going to escalate. It's expected that it could escalate the violence that we've already seen, bring everything to a standstill. Of course, we know that about 2,000 people have been injured in the past, in addition to the 130 that have been killed. About over 3,600 have been arrested. So we expect this protest to go on, because the opposition leader Mondlane had stated earlier ahead of this hearing that if the Constitutional Court endorses the result, is going to call for a mass revolution for people to protest against it. So we expect this protest to go on.
Now as you mentioned, we've already seen deadly protests, deadly violence following the election. Now we have this court ruling. How is the opposition reacting to this?
Obviously, ahead of this, as I said, the opposition leader said they are not going to accept any result that endorses Daniel Chapo as the winner, because he believes in his own countings that they made that he won this election by 53%. The ruling party was at 36%. So this is exactly going to be his position, because he stated it before that he won't accept any other results from the Constitutional Court except that he's the winner of this election.
Okay, so he sees himself as the winner, the opposition leader, but how much public support does he have in Mozambique?
He's quite supported. What happened during the election, in the run-up to the election, his messaging was to the poor, to the unemployed people of Mozambique. We know that Mozambique, despite its resources, there's a lot of poverty in that country. The young people are not working. So he resonated with a lot of young people. That's how he became popular, because he said he's going to deal with corruption, he's going to deal with unemployment. So he became popular. Even now, when he was in exile, we realized that one of his Facebook posts that the broadcast that he made on Facebook, it is about 2.4 million followers or views, meaning that he's being followed seriously in the country. And if you see the kind of protests, the people that were coming out on the streets, the numbers, it shows that he really has quite a lot of support, especially in the grassroots, amongst the youth that are unemployed, and of course the people that believe that Frelimo has let them down over the almost 50 years that it has been in power.
Thuso, thank you very much for your reporting. That was DW correspondent Thuso Khumalo.